Hello, brethren. What a wonderful morning. Today is the November the 17th of 2021. I take this wonderful time and opportunity to reflect on the Word of God that is going to come from the book of Jeremiah. And in this book of Jeremiah, my focus is going to be Jeremiah is being given a response by God to go and speak to the ambassadors who are in Babylon. And the Lord tells him to warn the people to listen to the words. I start the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So the theme is going to be Jeremiah 27, and the verse is verse 9. We are going to be very precise and try to re-examine, cross-examine these words very carefully. And let's see. Do not listen to your prophets or to anyone who claims he can predict the future. So a true prophet of God is telling these people to not listen to people or to prophets or to anyone. Do not listen to your prophets or to anyone who claims he can predict the future, either by dreams or by calling up the spirits of the dead, or by calling up spirits of the dead, or by magic. When we talk about people calling the spirit, like an ancestral spirit in African culture system, people tend to call the ancestral spirits. Or if you go to magicians, they'll be calling their spirits. So you don't believe such a spirits. And in a context, sometimes people tend to focus on the spirit of people who have died. But in reality, here Jeremiah is warning people against such a belief, such a people, such a prophets. Sometimes people could have seen people saying that they are dreams. Yeah, some dreams can be realistic and truthful, but not every dream, because a high dream doesn't mean that it is religious or spiritual or has revelation. Not all dreams are true. That's what Jeremiah is warning them. People who do magic, they'll be magicians. They use their magic to do that. There'll be psychics. They use their magic to tell the future. They will throw their tarot cards and tell you, oh, I've seen this, or you will be having this and that. So that's what Jeremiah was. But if we go back and examine the some part of this Jeremiah's message, it is more about God telling Jeremiah to wear an ox yoke on himself, and he's walking, and the Lord is sending a message to the people. Here he says, soon after Joash, son of Zedekiah, became the king of Judah, the Lord told me to make myself a yoke out of leather straps and wooden cross bars and to put it on my neck. Then the Lord told me to send a message to the king of Edom, Moab, Hammon, Tara, and Sidon through the ambassadors. So God was sending him through the ambassadors to communicate. And let's see what God says. Who had come to Jerusalem to see King Zedekiah? The Lord Almighty, the Lord, the God of Israel, told me to command them to tell their kings that the Lord had said, by my great power and strength I created the world. But whose power and strength was the world created? By the power of God. And I created the world, the human race, and all the animals that live on earth, and I give it to anyone I choose. I am the one who has placed all these nations under the power of my servant King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. So God is re-emphasizing his power, how he does things. He does what he praises. He created all humanity. He created all creatures, and he has power to do as he praises. And he chooses kings and he makes them and unmakes them. That is what God was speaking to this great prophet Jeremiah. I give it to anyone I choose. I am one who has placed all these nations under the power of my servant King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon, and I have made even the wild animals serve him. You can imagine who does that is only God. He has power, wisdom, authority, and does as he pleases. Whole nation will serve him, and they will serve his son and his grandson until the time comes for his own nation to fall. Then his nation will serve powerful nations and great kings. But if if any nation or kingdom will not submit to his rule, then I will punish that nation by war, starvation, disease, until I have let Nebuchadnezzar destroy it completely. To know the reason now, this is where God was telling Jeremiah to tell these people to go and tell their kings to not listen to who? To not listen to your prophets or to anyone who claims he can predict the future, either by dreams or calling up the spirits of the dead or by magic. They all tell you not to submit to the king of Babylon. They are deceiving you, and I will cause you to be taken away from your country. I will drive you out, and you will be destroyed. But if any nation submits to the king of Babylon and serves him, then I'll let it stay on its own land to farm it and live there. I am the Lord, I have spoken. So you can see that God, in the Old Testament, God spoke through the prophets and He commanded them. And prophets were instruments of God. And God instills His wisdom and knowledge through them so that they can be instrument or spokesmen of God